are live. What's going on, everybody? We are going to be playing some more Wartales tonight. Now, just preface this. We're playing Wartales tonight, but we do need to start looking into getting a new game into our rotation. So, when I say new game into our rotation, I mean basically we need to start looking into another live stream series. So, I went ahead and created a community poll on the channel page for this channel, obviously, and then also let me know in the comments of the live stream what other game you would like to see us start rolling into. Obviously, I am going to finish this challenge series, quote unquote challenge series. It's more of a challenge because I'm not taking it super seriously than, you know, an actual rules driven challenge series. I don't even remember what the rules were. I never wrote them down or anything like that. So whatever. But yeah, let me know what other games that you guys are interested in seeing, and yeah, we'll have some fun with it. But anyway, guys, without further ado, let me well, get into the game already, right? So let's go ahead and load this bad boy up and see where we left off, because I don't remember basically anything. I can't remember anything from like this morning, let alone a few days ago. So yeah, this is as much of a quick recap for myself as it is for you guys. Okay. All right. Cool. I'm absorbing. Absorbing. Okay. I'm looking at everything. Looking and trying to just take it all in, you know, and kind of understand how everything is. And yeah. So if I remember correctly, we're trying to save up on money. Looking at how all of this is, right? So we need money, and we banked 2 of our people into our travel post, most likely. Yeah, okay, so we have Beth and we have a Taurus in our travel post, which is fine. And if I remember correctly, we are waiting for the world to scale down because we're on adaptive. So what we really need is we need to start finding things that we can fight with only 2 people. Now, we have Gribbled and Raygrick. Gribbled can one-shot basically any unit, but he can only one-shot one, right? So, knowing that we can only one-shot a unit, but we can also take on basically any unit at this point, because of this, we are just, you know, awaiting some new missions, new opportunities, new things for us to, you know, attempt to make some money. So trade with the Garusa clan. This is over in Ludern. We do need to go there. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to grab that. I have tons of influence, right? So we're going to accept all of that, right? Because the Garusa clan's way over here. We have a bandit lair to the southwest. I'm going to accept and then immediately decline it. I don't actually care about that. We have a squad to the west and a squad to the northwest. We are going to hold off on accepting those right now, at least. And the reason why I need to hold off on accepting those right now is because we really, really, really need to wait for those to scale down. Once enemies are no longer super high numbers, then we'll be fine. But until that day, we need to be a little mindful. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and, you know, just eat a single little, whatchamacallit, a little bitty, a little mushy mushroom, right? And the guards are down to 3. Okay. We're slowly scaling down a little bit here. We got some refugees on the way in. So let's just, you know, take a quick little gander here. We got anything new yet? So we still have hard, and then we have easy to Marheim. I don't necessarily want to have to walk to Marheim, but we can definitely do it, right? So if we negotiate for this and negotiate twice, oh, we could probably negotiate 3 times. 278 to walk to Marheim and back. I can handle that. I can definitely handle that, right? So that's what we're going to do, is we're going to walk to Marheim, and then we're going to come back. And by the time we're back, we should be in a position to where everything's scaled down a little bit. And the reason why scaling down is so important is we're only paying 190 every 3 days right now, right? So I am only having to pay like half of what we were paying just a very, very short while ago. And this is the time for us to save as many crowns as we possibly can. Okay. We need to be able to save just an incredibly large amount of crowns so we can go sailing and not be hemorrhaging money and having to throw people overboard because we can't afford to pay them. Yo, what's going on, Sorrel? How you doing, my man? Happy Thursday, my dude. Hopefully you have had a great week so far, my man. Only one more day until the weekend, my dude. You're almost there. You've almost made it. Almost. Not quite, but you're close. All right. We're heading up to Marheim. I am not touching these guys. These guys are... That's bad news bears right there. There's 3 of them. There's 3 of them, and I can one-shot one. Oh, but there's bandits up here. We could help out. We can help out against these bandits, and maybe we could capture somebody if we wanted to. I don't think I want to. It was a busy week, man. My week's been spicy. It's been a little spicy. Okay, so we have a ringleader as well as a hoodlum and a poacher. Okay, and the merchant caravan is pretty freaking big. So what we're going to do is we're going to fight the ringleader, the hoodlum, and the poacher, and see how this goes. So Gribbled can one-shot basically any of these people. What I am going to do is I need Raygrick to kind of just, go at it, right? So I'm thinking if we kill the hoodlum, right, I'll be able to use Raygrick to get somebody at least stopped. Okay. So I'm thinking if I put like the hired killer back here. So as soon as we go in, they're all moving before we're able to do anything else. And we have a defensive stance challenge. Okay. So we can do offensive and basically one-shot a single person. So we can one-shot probably the ringleader and get the poacher like locked down at least, right? But otherwise we're not really going to be able to do anything. So that's kind of what I'm thinking, right? Is I'm thinking we go in here and we take out the ringleader. And if I'm going to do that, I actually want to swap Raygrick with the hired killer, right? And we are going to move on up here. Okay. And we are going to take care of this dude. Oh my goodness, we're going to do so much freaking damage to this guy. Yeah, let's do that. And now he's glorious. And now we're going to swap to defensive stance. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to pummel this archer, right? Give him the old 1-2 razzle dazzle here. We got him all locked down. He's going to punch for 31 damage. That's quite a bit of damage. I'm not going to lie. Don't go for me. Thank you. Oh, that baby. That was beautiful. Beautiful. And now, Raygrick, you're going to come all the way on up here behind this dude. And you're just going to go bonk. Just a little bitty bonk. You don't have to do a lot of damage. You just got to bonk him a little bit. Then we're going to wait. End her turn. That's it. That's all she wrote. That was a ton of damage. I love it. This guy's girl. Oh, okay. I thought Janet was going to stand in the lightning. But yeah, cool. And now Gribbled will come on up here and get the kill. So we're going to swap over to attack stance, and we're just going to dumpster this guy. That's all she wrote. A little underwhelming, not gonna lie, but we got paid 12 crowns. We got a cup of cloth. We got a ghost knife. And we also got a championette statue. We do have to repair a little bit, but we also got paid 60 crowns for helping these guys out, which to me was worth that extra 60 crowns is actually quite a bit. I don't think we're going to make it to Marheim, though. I just don't. So we're going to have to sleep right around here. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and just, eat a loaf of bread. Get a little sad about our lack of vegetables, even though I'm sorry, but if you ask me if bread is more of a vegetable or if it's like, to me, vegetarian means plants, right? Bread is made from plants. Last I checked, I'm the closest thing to a meat bread is meat loaf, and that's just meat compacted into a loaf. But yeah, so why are you not happy about eating freaking bread, Gribbled? You ain't eating a horse. Another disgusting meal. Brother, I need you to get over yourself. Absolutely get over yourself. I can't believe he's complaining about eating bread as a vegetarian. Shiro Games. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. I need to know why salt and wheat in this game is not considered vegetarian. I gotta know. Gotta know. Okay, anyway, I need to talk to the informant in Marheim. Excuse me, sir. I need to inform you of something. I don't know what it is, but thank you. Thank you for the monies. And now we're going to go over here and we're going to collect our bounty and we're going to see what else there is. Absolutely nothing that I want. And on that note, we're going to pip cheerio and a skadoodle. We're going to zippity zoodle skadoodle out of here. Right after I repair all of the stuff for 8 crowns, because that is a very, very small price to pay out of the 60 that we got for helping out that merchant caravan. I'm a-okay with that. Oh man, I hit W trying to move the freaking camera, and guess what? We're going to grab PPs instead. We're almost level 6 for trade and craftsmanship. That'll be pretty big. I do want to get to level 6 for mysteries and wisdom. I think it's level 6. It might be level 7. It's level 7 that gives you your second unlock here. And I do need to level up our crime and chaos as well. That just involves a little bit of 5-finger discounts. No big deal. We'll be able to handle that. Take care of that. I just don't want to get too much suspicion. That's like my biggest thing, right? So I don't want to be suspicious. I know there's a song out there that y'all could be, thinking about. It's like, don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. But yeah, we really don't want to be too suspicious. Simply because guards are kind of a pain in the dangly bits, right? Just a pain in the unmentionables. Okay, so the good news is, with our current setup, I'm not scared of a bear. I'm not scared of a ghost bear. I'm not scared of, I don't think I'd be scared of almost anything except for the nightmare. I think the nightmare is scary. Unless, yeah, that nightmare is kind of scary. Raygrick can take as many hits as possible, though, because I think he's immovable. Yeah, so he's immune to terror. He does not care. Raygrick does not care. He's going to look at a ghost animal and be like, whatever. So we're okay on that part. We just need to get it to where Gribbled's not going to scare himself away by hitting the why are there so many merchant oh my god, 4 of them, and one of them's a golden one. Ugh, it's so tempting. So tempting. Well, the good news is we almost made it back to Stromcap. The bad news is we didn't make it back to Stromcap. But we made it to the fields outside of Stromcap, and that's almost as good, right? Unless, no, I cannot. I cannot make it that far. We're going to make it into a field, and call it right here. We're just going to put that right there, and we're going to eat a mushroom, because a mushroom's a vegetable, but bread isn't vegetarian friendly. I'm not going to go as far and say that bread is a vegetable, because I understand that bread is not a vegetable. It's like a grain, right? Well, at least that's what the food pyramid triangle thing that they shoved down our throats in the 90s was. I don't even know if there's a food pyramid anymore. Like it, I'm not a nutritionist or anything like that, but I'm sure that things have changed since the 90s. So if we're not supposed to have a ton of grains every day, please let me know, because I eat entirely too much grains. I eat a lot of cheese too. A lot of cheese. A little bit of meat, a little bit of sweets, but mostly grains and cheese. I eat so much cheese. But yeah. So anyway, according to the food triangle pyramid thingy, you should be okay. Vegetarian, see, like if it was a vegetabilian, I would understand only wanting to eat vegetables. Fruit and vegetables for vegetarian makes sense, but grains should be fine. If it grows out of the freaking ground, it should qualify. And you're grumpy, which already kind of sucks, but yeah, my name is Gribbled, and I didn't get my freaking my tofu last night. Not even tofu. I don't even think it would like tofu. I think it only wants veggies and fruit. Yeah, so there's a ton of wool here, which we are going to need. The bad news is, as well, I just need more of everything, right? Like we just need money. We have a ton of carrying capacity right now, right? We have almost 40 pounds available, about 35. I know we have more than 35. It's technically 36.3. But yeah, 35. So I'm going to hold off on getting these because I don't want to turn right around. I want to see what kind of missions we have available, right? So we have a hard to the west, hard to the northwest, layer to the south, and we have an idling guards followers. What else is there? Are you going to give me another elder guard? What? And it's easy? Well, I'm going to negotiate that. That's a ton of money. This right here is like 400, almost 500 crowns, and it's an easy mission. I'm calling cap. I'm calling cap on that. There's no way this is going to be an easy mission with 2 people. We're going to try it anyway. And we have bandits to the west, and we have a another squad to the west. We're going to go ahead and just, do all of this real quick. I'm only going to do 1 level of negotiating on these just to get us over the 200 threshold. And I think we should be okay. Should be. Don't quote me, but we should be. Okay, first things first, we should probably realistically go up north and take care of these 2 guys and then swing down. Okay. So that is what we are going to do. We're going to head on up here, go past the trackers camp, do a quick little loop-de-loop, and hopefully we make some money. Hopefully. If I'm going the wrong freaking way, aren't I? There's something here. What was that? Is it a bear? Or is that a pack of wolves? It's a pack of wolves, isn't it? I'm almost positive it's a pack of wolves. I don't want to deal with a pack of wolves. I'd much rather deal with a bear. Give me a bear. A bear. Not multiple bears. A bear. The thing is I'm really starting to think that putting people into a... there's a bear, and it's a single bear. I could totally one-shot that thing. That would work. If only I could get paid to just take out bears, right? Be like, hey, yo, so there's this big grizzly bear that's been taking my picnic baskets, and I need you to take him. I need you to take him out. It's actually 2 of them. One's a pretty big one, and the other one's a little brown bear. I need you to take them both out. Well, guess what? I can do that. I could probably take out 2 bears. Because I could one-shot one, right? Oh, is this one of our... Oh, and it's in a fight already. Hell yeah. Okay. Oh, and it's just 1 and a henchman against some boars, right? So it's him versus and a henchman. So what I'm going to do is we're actually going to fight the boars first, and then I'm going to turn around and take him out. Okay, so we have a henchman and martingos. So I'm going to put this henchman over here, and then we're just going to, you know, initiate real quick with Gribbled, right? And I'm going to move Gribbled right on up here, and I want one of these boars to just get dumpstered. So I'm thinking if I do this and get a couple of extra attacks in, right? I don't want to burn all my valor points or anything like that, but I could use thrashing too, right? So arterial precision will do a decent amount of damage and apply some poison and whatnot, and then we can one-shot it with fatal touch. The biggest issue with this is that it uses a lot. It uses 4 valor points, right? But then I could kill something else with thrashing. Nope, we're not doing it. I want to hold on to those lovely, lovely valor points as much as I can. Okay. All right, so he pops deflection. I'm going to run all the way down here to this boar, and we're just going to, you know, use protective strike, strike him. We're going to have 80%. He's not going to take like any damage. Okay, and just like that, we are good as gold. Okay, and now we have attack stance. I'm just going to walk right on up here and do this real quick. Just one-shot this guy, which is great. And now I want to walk over here and get behind this one. We're going to use this. And yeah. Loot it all. I'm not going to repair, and we're going to turn right around, and I'm going to clap these guys. I understand that I am tired right now, but this is worth it, right? So first things first, what we're going to do is I'm going to one-shot their leader. Is this what I think it is? No, it's not. Cool. So we're going to use arterial precision, right? Apply poison, get those poison stacks going. Then we're going to use thrashing. Take that guy completely freaking out. Cool. He's out. It's now the henchman's turn. Basically the henchman's turn. And I'm not going to do anything else with that. I'm actually going to use the use Raycrick. I could have went and done a little bit of damage to the henchman, but honestly, it wasn't quite worth it, right? I'd rather just take the 10 damage that he's going to deal here, and then we're going to walk up behind and do a ton of damage, right? So if I swap from here and go into defensive stance, get some of those attacks in, apply weakening to him, and now we can just, you know, hit him upside the head again, reapply in position. Going to take... How are you dealing damage to me? Oh, you've got a whatchamacallit. All right. Well, now we're going to go ahead and do it again. We got a couple attacks in there, and we're just going to one-shot him there, and boom. Easy peasy. We got ourselves a new helmet. Corporal's Bassinet. What do we have here? Is it the same thing? It is the same thing. This one's level 13. I think the other helmet that we just got is level 14. So we'll check the stats. 1, 2, 8, 85 in frontal protection. This gives us 1, 2, 9, 113 in frontal protection. We're going to grab that, and we're going to actually put that on Raycrick. This is going to be an upgrade. However small, it is still an upgrade. It gives us 28 more armor, which is quite a bit. And then it also gives us 1 more guard. So 61% base guard. It's pretty freaking sweet, especially now that he's actually got like a shield and everything, right? He doesn't look as pretty as I would like, right? So we need to get him some deserter armor or something like that and get him all in the same set. But yeah, no, he's starting to look a lot better. A lot less spooky. But let's go ahead and sleep real quick and eat us a mushroom and a carcass. We have 20% danger level. Make that 100% danger level at this point. And we're going to have to find a way to handle this ambush. Should be fine. I'm not too worried about it, but yeah. So we have a Ravager, we have the Hired Killer, and we have Murelina the Rebel. Muralina, the rebel. Yes. Okay. I can basically guarantee a one-shot, right? But I can also go up here. Come behind the hired killer. Because I think the hired killer is one of them that will go. We're going to use Protective Strike. And get him engaged, right? That did a decent chunk of damage. Oh no. Took very, very little damage there. All right, well. Because of how that went, let's go ahead and just take out Muralina here. Right? Plenty of damage there. Honestly, we might be able to get away with this. Yep. Beautiful. And now, depending on how this goes, I think we can take out this hired killer with thrashing. Yep. Come down here. Might as well just throw this spear while I can. It doesn't do very much damage because Gribbled is a dex person, but still, not bad. Let's go ahead and we are going to attempt to get to them nice and low here. Swap over to defensive stance, use double strike, apply weakening, get all of the stacks of rage that we possibly can. 186 damage to the target, but that would only work, you know, that happened to be exactly what was going on, but it's not. And now we're going to use intervention because I really want this guy to die. 87, and that just won't deal enough damage unless I crit. It's not worth it in my opinion. So we'll take no damage, get blackout applied, and he dies from bleed. So pretty good. We got Brotherhood Knight's Greatsword with Blade Storm and Unstable Oil. We got 18 crowns, and we also got a Goon's Kettle Hat, which is pretty solid if you ask me. Now is the time that we go ahead and repair everything. And it looks like Butt Stallion got sick. That's okay. I can deal with that. We have 190 crowns to gather, or to spend, basically. Like, we have to pay that in wages, but we are getting 426. Let's go ahead and talk to the hunter here, see if there's anything we can get. So we have a meat drying rack, we have a friendship necklace, which is whatever, cabbage perch, and some armor reinforcement layers. Let's go ahead and actually buy all the white leather that we can, so I don't have to deal with it, right? And then we're going to go ahead and leave. Yes, I could have grabbed the hemp there, but I'm honestly so unbothered that it is what it is. It's whatever. And I think I'm going to take out a bear if I can see it down here, just for the funsies, right? Because I know I can one-shot a bear, or should be able to one-shot a bear. So if there's a bear down here, which there is, I can see it right here. We'll take out the bear. It's a level 15 bear, so it's probably going to have 3,000 or 4,000 health, right? 3,700 health, right? That is a ton of health, a literal ton of health. That's okay, because all I gotta do is just apply bleed, and then we do lots of damage, because each bleed tick does 700 some odd damage, and he's dead. Goodbye. That was a little underwhelming, I'm aware, but hey, took out a bear. That is the power of the one-shot build that is Gribbled. Ladies and gentlemen, there you go. 3,700 damage does not matter. No matter how much health you have. You're done. D-U-W-N to me. Done. Okay, let's go ahead and turn in what we've got. See if there's anything else. We have an old lighthouse to the south, and that is now average instead of hard. Might actually be worth grabbing. We do have some influence, right? So we're only going to negotiate once, and then we're going to accept it. Okay, next up, we're going to go to the apothecary. And then we're heading south. So another reason people may ask me, well, Clyde, why are you doing all of this right now? Well, one, we need to save up money to get to Belerion. Two, I need to save more money just to get to Bione. Like, the main goal for this live stream tonight, ladies and gents, is for us to take out Bione. We have to take out Bione. Bione is the last person that we have to kill before we take on Belerion. Period. That was the last part of the rule, right? Now, would it be nice to go do some more arenas and whatnot if I needed to? Yeah, it would. Do I need to? No, not at all. Let's go ahead and persuade him to get over whatever it is that he's worried about right now. But yeah, so we really don't need to do anything besides take out Bione and then get onto the seas. But it takes money to even travel, right? Because you're hemorrhaging. It's not 190 every like 3 days. It's actually closer to like 400 every 3 days. So us doing this for a little bit just to grind some excess cash is going to help us out to where we can actually survive when we're on the seas for 2 or 3 days straight. Because yeah, money is something that we on extreme difficulty at this point where you have max level units, it's just not around all the time due to how we leveled. Okay. Normally, if you're playing this game the way that the game's designed and you're not one-shotting your way, or not one-shotting, but you're not power leveling your way through cheesing some exploits, you should be in a position to where you can, handle stuff, right? And you'll actually have money saved up generally. But because one of the main money sinks in the game is like upgrading your gear, right? We don't have that luxury. We don't have the luxury of needing of having a money sink, right? We just don't. This will be so freaking close. So close. We're doing it. Give me some crits, baby. Oh, we got enough crits in there. Hell yeah. All right, cool. And now we're going to go attack this bomber. I didn't even need to use my blood combo there. I'm trying to actually save some of my stuff here, right? I'm not trying to burn through all of our crap. And is this guy seasoned? He is not seasoned. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to capture this raider. I want to capture him so I can turn him in for his bounty. Big brain. Big brain. I just need to make sure I don't accidentally one-shot him, right? Okay. Ragrick. Need to use weakening blow. Then you're in position. Cool. I take no damage. Oh, you took 9 damage. Wow. That's quite a bit. Was not expecting that. Not at all. Look at you. Taking hits to the chin. It's because you're fragile. That makes a little bit of sense. Okay. I do not want us to... Don't kill him. Thank you. Thank you. We're getting close. All right. And now Gribbled. Cap. Boom. Got him. Easy peasy. We only got a throwing hatchet out of that. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. That seems like a waste to me. Seems like a waste to me. All right. We need to go. Where do we need to go? We need to be over here on the beach. So I need to find these people. They're next to my boat. I see them. Is it just the one? Is it? Oh, please tell me it's just one person. If that's just one person, they are going to get dunked so freaking quick. What weapon do you have? Is that a one-handed mace? What is that? What is that? Is that one-handed sword? That's an axe. Oh, I forgot all about it. What's the axe here? Is that judgment? Is that judgment? What is this? What are you? What are you? What is this weapon? I must know. Is mutiny, which uses raging spiral. Okay, that makes sense. I do like mutiny. Mutiny is a fun weapon. It is a fun axe. This is arguably better than splitter. So Taurus can probably swap over to this. Okay. We have a sentry here, which is just disgustingly strong. Just disgusting. I actually need to worry about one-shotting the sentry, and then we're going to have to deal with Etlingard in another way, right? So what we're going to do is I want to move Raygrick right over here behind Etlingard, and we're going to engage her, okay? We have in position. I'm going to apply weakening, and we're going to wait. And it was the sentry's turn next. It's rough, but we can deal with that. Okay, I can still deal with that. We got hit with fragility quite a bit there. I am not going to attack. Ooh, you know what? I can, and I will. So I know for a fact Etlingard's going to go next, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get her super low, right? And just get her to the point where we can essentially one-shot her without using thrashing. That's the key, right? So if we do this, we'll get 2 more valor points. Then we'll get behind this guy. Then we're going to wait. Okay, now we have a defensive stance challenge. I don't really care about that, and I actually don't even care too much about any of this guy's abilities or anything of the sorts, right? Are you immune to bleed? You are immune to bleed. Oh, I should have read. I should have read. That is so bad. Anyway. Didn't matter, because thrashing just deleted that guy. Okay. Whatever, game. Okay. I'm not even mad. I'm just impressed, right? Like, you can't be mad with that kind of thing. You just kind of, you know, okay. I straight up thought that was not going to go nearly as well as what it did. You are going to be a cook just so I don't have to deal with you, right? And then I'm going to eat some honey. You don't count, actually. I'm going to eat that, and then we're going to eat some syrup. Honey and syrup. Mushrooms and syrup. Mushrooms and syrup is what's for dinner. Okay? That sounds very nourishing and healthy. Just mushrooms. That's got protein in it, and syrup. I'm sure syrup has some form of nutrient in it besides sugar, but I don't know what it is. The only thing I know that's in syrup is a lot of sugar, so we'll see how that goes. This guy's probably going, man, dude, these guys are weird. Can't believe it. They just fed me syrup and mushrooms for dinner. What kind of crazy people are you? Okay, but the good news is we just got another 485 payday, and we're about to turn in a prisoner for a little bit of extra dosh, right? So I'm getting excited. Get excited, everybody. And just like that, there's 125 right there. And we got a decent amount of influence for handing over a prisoner. So we're at 878. We're about to be about 1,300 here in a very, very short while. We do need to rest very, very shortly as well. But I think we're going to be in a better spot. Especially once we get to Stromcap, turn everything in, go and see what new quests there are that are available. And then once we hit like the 2K mark, I think we'll be good to head over to Ludern, take out Bion real quick, then head back. That's kind of like that the 2K mark is kind of the point where you've got enough to survive for a little bit, but not enough to actually do a ton of stuff. Okay, to the east, awesome. Okay, I'm gonna go boom, boom, 260 versus 220, so 40 crowns. No, I don't need 40 more crowns. I can deal without the 40 crowns. This, I can do that, and I can do that. And then we'll accept that. Okay. Now we'll go to the forge. We'll see everything that we have here. We're going to go ahead and get rid of the kettle hat. We get rid of some of this stuff that we don't need that we got that was loot, right? And by the way, I do not recommend selling to town vendors. Okay. From a min-maxing perspective, do not sell to your town vendors. Sell to traveling merchants. I understand that this is very do as I say, not as I do of me, because I have been dumping a ton of crap into this guy's inventory. Like, look at all this. But here's the thing, right? If you're selling junk that you know you're not going to need, sell it to a wandering merchant, because town vendors have items that go on sale every now and then, right? So if you're trying to get raw materials or food or anything, or trade goods, if you're trying to get any of that stuff on sale, you're not going to get it on sale if you fill up the person who you're buying from with a bunch of random bullshit. It's not going to happen. Every single new item that you sell that person is going to decrease the percent chances of you getting a sale on something that you actually want. Now, the caveat to that is that you can, if you want to, sell legendary weapons or rare weapons like this to a town vendor if you really need money, kind of like a pawn shop, because it's not going to go away, right? You can do that. But unless it's a named item that you can upgrade later and that you're really on like a tight budget for, sell to a wandering merchant so you don't waste the opportunity of getting something on sale. Yo, what's going on, Chris Young? Good tip about the merchants. You know, maybe I should just make your standard super shallow 10 things I wish I knew before I played Wartales kind of video. Maybe I should just do a 10 tips and tricks for new and old players alike, and people are gonna, bash the crap out of me on that and be like, what do you mean, dude? You do this all the time. Like, yeah, just because I do it doesn't mean that you guys should do it. I do dumb stuff all the freaking time. Half the time I do it just because I'm like, I don't need to do this. It's not that big of a deal. The game's still playable. It's still beatable. Just because I tell you guys how to min-max doesn't mean I actively min-max every time, right? Yo, what's going on, Marcelo? How you doing, my man? I am doing great. Thanks for asking. Work has been a little rough. Who am I kidding? Work has been kicking my ass this week, right? But it's almost the weekend, and I'm going to make it my mission to get as much crap done during this weekend as I possibly can, so I don't feel so overwhelmed next week. Because just as a quick overview, guys, right? We're gonna do a quick story time. So I am a lead quality analyst at a tech company, right? I'm not a big tech company. It's a startup, but I am a quality analyst. So what I do is I'm a professional toddler. I break things for a living, and I document everything. That is what I do. Cool. I break software. I make it better by finding defects, exploits, bugs, anything that can like make a gap or like a security breach. I find that, I log it, we get it fixed. That's what I do. And I lead a team of engineers. That is what I do for a living, right? Working in quality assurance, or QA for short, and you can look at people who have been in the industry, right? So if you look at someone like Pirate Software, who used to work at AAA studios and whatnot, they will tell you that QA is like the worst place to be because people don't treat you with like a ton of respect, but also you kind of don't get enough time. Corners are always cut because deadlines need to be met, right? And the deadlines and the corners are all cut when it comes down to quality. It's never about actually developing it, unless you count like quality assurance in the development cycle, which I do. But give me 1 second, Sean. I'll get caught up in chat. But quality and rushing cannot exist in the same spot, right? So anyway, getting slammed at work, and I've been getting like slammed. This is honestly the reason why there hasn't been an actual video edited and put out, besides whatever shorts I'm able to make from live streams. This is the real reason why I haven't been able to get anything out in the past half year, is because for the past half year I have been in nonstop crunch time at work, and I am so exhausted when I get off work that I can barely function, and just it takes so much time to de-stress from work that I'm just like, ugh. But yeah, anyway, did I manage to die then? Where are Taurus and Beth? No, Taurus and Beth are in the bank. They are currently at our travel post. Right now we're working on getting extra monies saved up so we can go to Ludern, take out Bione, and then once we take out Bione, we'll have to stock up on money again and go to Belerion. The problem is whenever we're doing a lot of traveling, we're actively hemorrhaging money, right, Marcelo? Yo, hey yo, playing City Skyline and didn't realize the time. How's stream going so far till now? Nah, man, it's going good, my dude. Hopefully you're enjoying City Skylines. I've never played it. I'm assuming it's kind of like a base building game, right? But yeah, we're just working on gathering money right now. We got a new community bounty item. We got Mutiny. I'm probably not going to use it, but we got Mutiny from Tiltrin. And right now we're just kind of doing a quick circle throughout the Tiltrin region to get as much stuff done as we possibly can, right? Okay. Back to the game, because I forgot my train of thought already. But Gribbled, here we go. Completing missions is all good, but while we're at it, why don't we take prisoners and hand them over to the guard? We already did that. I already did that. What are you talking about? What on earth are you talking about? You can just suggest it. Yeah, we'll suggest it. That's fine. We already slept. Okay. And now, where do we need to go? We have a mission up north. We have a mission down south. We have a mission to the east. What we could do is go from here over to Marheim and hit up here and here, turn those in, and deliver some goods. I think that's the play. Nice one. Hey, chat. Yo. We're having ourselves a party, ladies and gentlemen. Train of thought was about why you are tired and not putting out videos other than lives. Yeah, that's basically it. Thanks for the reminder, Soro. Appreciate you. But yeah, no, super burnt out at work right now. So later on this month, I need to get ahead this weekend while I have the energy to. Because later on this month, guess what? There's more crunch. There's always more crunch. So yeah, I gotta get ahead before the crunch hits, and I get slammed even more at work, where I have to work more 20-hour days. By the way, like the week going between Christmas and New Year's Eve, I worked like 2 20-hour days back to back, and I was like, oh yeah, some holiday season. So that's like the level of crunch that a tech has, FYI. In case anyone's ever wanting to get into tech, by the way, tech is fun. It's great. Make sure you go to a good company. Don't just go to anything, right? With work going crazy, ever thought about looking for help with editing? I have, Sean. I have. The biggest issue with help with editing is that editing, well, one, I need to change my entire process with recording. And that is something that I have needed to do because editing takes a ton of time in general, right? But I don't make it easy on myself. I don't. So the smart way to edit when it comes down to YouTubing, and I'm going to give you some just guidelines here. The smart way to do editing and to make YouTube videos is for you to essentially, right, write a script. Don't just ad hoc your way through what you're doing, right? Especially if you have ADHD like me, because you will lose track of what you're talking about and you'll ramble, and it will be half an hour or 40 minutes of talking, and you'll only have about 10 minutes that you can actually utilize, right? The other thing is it really comes down to footage and grabbing good parts of footage. If you have everything scripted out, you know what type of footage you need. Okay. If you don't know what type of footage you need, right? So for example, let's just choose an example. Let's say I'm going to make an edited version of only one of my live streams. So let's say I'm using my live stream as everything, right? And I'm just going to use and make it like a montage reel of my live stream, right? I have to go through all 3 hours of footage. Now, albeit you can fast forward through it and whatnot, but you have to go through your footage and just see what parts you want and then splice it together. So if I'm making a cinematic piece or a story piece, right? So think of my Baldur's Gate 3 videos. With that, it was like a 6-hour gaming session where I had to go through and I still had to find like the good parts to actually narrate and like do stuff with. So you have a ton of footage that you have to go through. And unless you plan everything ahead, which I don't, that is why it makes this hard, right? But unless you plan everything ahead, you're not able to actually get the parts that you want and get them taken care of. And be like, yeah, no, I want this scene, so let's go record this scene. It's like 2 minutes of footage, and then boom, I have it, and I can slap it in there. Well, when you don't do it that way, and you just record, and you have an 8-hour block of time, you have to go in and find it, and finding it's the hard part. But yeah, that's the other thing. When you're hiring an editor, they give you so much time of footage that you can submit to them. So narration counts as footage. B-roll, which would be like what's going on in the game, right? So this right here, this would be B-roll. A-roll would be me. B-roll would be this, right? So all of the B-roll counts as footage. So if I'm giving somebody just a live stream, for example, that's 3 hours of time. They're not going, I would have to pay like $400 for them to edit a 3-hour live stream. And I don't know about y'all, but if you look at that number, and I love you guys, I really do, but look at that number. I cannot afford to spend $400 or $500 per video on an editor right now, when I'm definitely not making anywhere near that a month on videos, right? I think if I were to go through my analytics and look for the entire period that I have been monetized, I have made about $500, and I've been monetized almost a year, which I'm not going to like, say that that's nothing, because that's awesome. I am doing a hobby, and I'm making content, playing video games, right? Like, this is awesome, right? Being able to play a video game, and that's about how much. But to be completely transparent, between super chats and ad revenue, that's how much I've made in the past like 9 or 10 months. So one video for 9 or 10 months worth of current work, you got like that. That's the reason why I don't hire an editor, at least not yet. Now, once I get to the point where I'm able to pump out content on my own and get quicker at it and get better at editing, then at that point, the channel may grow to the point where I can afford an editor. But right now, I can't. The most I can really wing it is if I hire out the thumbnail editing, which I do sometimes already. But yeah, that is the life inside a hobbyist YouTuber. Me, ramble, never. Yo, what's going on, Sander? Greetings from the Neverlands. Can't sleep. Well, I am glad you're here, my man. All right, looking into how to edit to help Clydian. Cost is keeping me distracted from being off work. Oh man. Okay, hold up. Okay, I don't need this much food to actually get to where did the meat go? Guys, you saw that, right? Oh, okay. I'm losing my freaking mind. Me ramble never. Nah, dude. I don't ramble at all. I just lose the train of thought and it just goes off on its own, and we got to find it. And sometimes finding that train takes a little while, right? That's part of the charm of the channel, right? Obviously, if people didn't like me rambling, they wouldn't watch me at this point, because that's very on brand. And some people have definitely been like, man, dude, you ramble a ton in your live streams. And I'm like, yeah, I do. You're seeing the unedited version of me, where my mind is just constantly racing and I'm constantly lost in my own train of thought. And by lost, I mean, I don't even know where the train's at. And there's like 40 different browser tabs open in my brain, and I don't know where the music's coming from, but there's pop-up ads going everywhere. There's, you know, some elevator music. It's a little bit of everything, right? As Patrick Starr said, the inner machinations of my mind are an enigma. And I live by that. Okay, so yeah, I'm just double checking real quick. We do have not very many crowns to like do stuff with, but we do have a lot of a trade goods here. And the entire purpose of this current run here, right, of what we're doing is we're going to swap by. We're going to take these guys out. We're going to swing by and hopefully take these guys out. And then we're going to pay our debt. We're going to sell stuff, pick up our bounty, and then grab stuff from Marheim and come back. That is the goal, right? Don't let me forget this goal, because I will probably forget the goal by the time we get there. Definitely the charm. Love it when you go on a ramble, especially with the chat. It makes you feel involved. I will do everything I can to make sure that I'm holding a conversation with you guys, because I don't want to ever, I never want to be the kind of guy that cannot respond or talk to people in chat. I have seen streamers like that before, and people who just talk to chat as like an entity instead of actually like trying to have a conversation with it, right? To me, it feels I don't know. I don't know the word on that, right? It just feels wrong. Do you know where to sell and get the best price? No, Marcelo, I don't. I don't trade, my man. I don't know. I just know to buy low and sell high, because stonks always go up, right? I'm going to just WSB this shit. That's all I got to do, right? Right? Guys? All right. Ragrick, we could take out the henchman. Now, here's the thing. The henchman should be the first one to go, but it could also be Regnanon. Regnanon the Violent. You know what? I'm feeling lucky, which is a terrible thing. We're going for it. Regnanon, congratulations. You are getting one shot, my good sir. Oh my lord, please tell me we're going to trigger bleed damage enough to kill him. Okay, we did. That was actually kind of close. And I was right. It was Ragnanon. Wow. Okay. Well, the good news is I can take out the henchman now. Go to defensive stance. We're just going to get that extra attack of opportunity in here. Do some damage and wait. Ragrick, now is the time. I need you to dumpster this guy. Dumpster this guy, my good sir. Thank you. And now we're going to wait. And the raider's going to, do some raider things. We're going to ignore him. Because, yeah, we can ignore him. We're just going to walk behind him and smack him. Raider, terrible. Straight, like, they really needed to rework how coup de grace worked. Okay? How this skill works. Coup de grace, awful. Straight up awful. Fun factoid, I used to call this coup de grace or coup de grace, and then someone corrected me, being like, you are a freaking idiot. Like, why do you not pronounce anything correctly? Well, you see, I'm a country bumpkin. Trade, I believe it's further you go, more you get. Downside is cost of travel is make it worth it, especially with how heavy they can be. Hey, Sean, I'm Will. How are you? So, yes. What I've noticed is that the further you go, the more money you make. Now, does that mean that I actually, you know, now I'm on a defensive stance? Oh, my lord. That's fine. It's over. I probably should have captured him, but it is fine. Ooh, we got ourselves a new bassinet. Cool. And the best part is we have a ghost pack here too. I'm going to take out this ghost pack. We're going to see how this goes. Right? First things first though, I'm going to sell this bassinet right here because I can. We're going to make sure that we don't have any of these handy dandy little trinkets. And since we don't, we're going into the mist. Fight me. Where's the ghost bear? It's a single ghost bear. Woo! I can fight you. I can one-shot you. Yes. I am so pumped, you guys. I don't think you understand how pumped this makes me. The best part is like I get both people can move before the ghost bear, right? So what we're going to do is we're just going to smack the ghost bear. Just get him, you know, just get him there, right? And now we're going to go for the one-shot. Because the reason, like, I do not want to one-shot that nightmare. If I use the one-shot combo in the nightmare, we're done. Because Gribbled will get dumpstered. Straight up dumpstered. And I don't think there's any reinforcements coming. So let's go ahead and use arterial precision. Right? Get that going. And then we're just going to thrash him. Yeah, we're going to thrash him real good. Goodbye, Ghost Bear. I used to be scared of ghost packs, but now I can get Colossal Paws for free. And now it's time for me to take a quick little snoozle. Just a itty-bitty snoozle. A little bitty one. Boom. What do I have to sell? I've got some amber. I've got some woolen cloth. And I've got some pottery. On the link, you can see the best places to buy and sell goods. What link? What? There's a... link? What? Who? Did you put a link in chat? I don't see a link in chat. I don't see a delete message either. Marcelo, you're speaking in riddles, my man. I need to know. Or does it tell you when you're actually buying it? Because that could be the case. And we all know that I don't read. Never mind the fact that I'm able to read chat. We don't get involved with that fourth wall break. But yeah. Somehow I'm able to read chat and respond to it, but I don't actually read anything here. I do know that I'm supposed to take this person out, and there's a stiletto reward for that. Or I could get 10 raw materials. Nah, we're going to fight him. Is it 2 or is it 3 of you? It's 3 of you. Noted. We have a Ravager, Hired Killer, and Brother Gazinin. Well, Brother Gazinin, I think you, my good sir, are going to get dumpstered. So first things first, I'm going to take out Brother Gazinin, and then we're going to go for the Ravager, because I believe the Ravager goes second. Oh, shnikes. I used Raycrick. That's my bad. All right, well, whatever. Here we go. It was Brother Gazinin. Cool. Well, now that mystery's been solved, it's time for us to not make another blunder. We're going to take care of the Ravager real quick, and hopefully we'll be able to take out the Hired Killer afterwards. First things first, going to just, you know, do a little bit of damage here. Get some poison off. Go to defensive stance here. And then, oh no. Oh, we did not get there. That is so disappointing. This is going to feel very disgusting, ladies and gents, but we're using Thrash to do 11 damage, and now I'm going to run away. You have it read to you. I know you don't want your secrets revealed, but there it is. I actually have a little... So here's the thing, guys. Do you want to know the big secret as to why my camera angle is always on the left side of my face? It's because on the right side of my face, I have a little earbud in, right? And it's text-to-speech on chat, okay? And it's such a good earbud that you can't even see it when I turn my head a little bit, right? But that's the That's the secret. It's the long con game. And the best thing is, I can't even afford text to speech. So I actually just have Sorrow on a Discord call with me at all times. And he's just whispering into my ear the entire time what's going on in chat. Sorrow's in on it, guys. Team up on Sorrow. Go beat him up. Amber, best places to sell Brotherhood Training Grounds. Pottery, Drombach, the best place is Brotherhood Training Grounds. Okay. So, this the Brotherhood Training Grounds is where I need to sell everything? The Brotherhood buys stuff? Okay. All right. I'm going to take out Brother Gajanin here. I'm glad you guys enjoyed that one. I'm glad you guys enjoyed that. Because I enjoyed coming up with that bullshit too. Sorrow's literally just going, are you freaking kidding me right now? Rick, you're doing a great job, buddy. You're holding that line. You're such a tanky boy. Look at you. Look at you. Please hit. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, that didn't do nearly as much damage as I thought it would, but that's okay. They buy, but not always the best place. Okay. Well, yeah, it makes sense that they buy. Like, everyone buys. Everyone buys things. If they sell things, they also buy them here. Because that's how this game works. We're just going to move you over here, right? And now that, oh, we got two crits in a row from Ragrick. Ragrick's he's going hard here. He's got blackout triggered though, but hey, now we're in attack stance challenge, and I'm going to come up from behind, and we're going to take this guy out. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, while I have your attention here, either drop in the comments of this live stream or go to the channel's community page, right? Somewhere around here. Don't leave here, but like open a new tab and go to wherever the channel's community tab is, right? And let me know what other games you want to see slowly incorporated into our live streams while I have your attention. And now we're gonna get back over here. Okay. We'll end Gribbled's turn, and we're gonna go ahead and, take out this hired killer very slowly in minutes. I am so stupid. Oh my lord. Oh, Gribbled, if you had gotten killed by that, I would have been so upset with myself. I forgot that is a complete, like, spin move that goes around him. Oh, my Lanta. That was almost very, very bad. Like, I took so much damage. I did not need to take that much damage. Oh, okay, that's fine. We have armor now. We got rewards now. I'm just being a nincompoop. All right, well, come on up here. Sell our shame. Sell the proof of our shame here. We have a stiletto. That gives us 5 extra critical hit. That's pretty nice. Is this? No ghost pack? No ghost pack? So sad. I kind of wanted to take on a ghost pack. I wanted another ghost bear, dang it. Where is my ghost bear? Don't tell them I'm involved. I've been trying to help you. Why would you reveal my secrets like that? Oh, man. I had to pull the scrutiny away from me, Sorrow. I had to deflect. That's what all people in very, very powerful positions do. Oh man. Okay. So we need to go over here. And it's not you. You're a snake oil salesman. You, however, are the trader. So, yes, I probably should do the smart thing, but I'm not. We're going to do the dumb thing. And we are going to... I am so overweight. Why am I so overweight? What do I have that I can get rid of, well, besides silver? Because that is 50 pounds of silver. I have to find something else to get rid of. Oh, a ghost carcass. There, that's 3 pounds. We're making do here, guys. I need to find another 20 pounds to drop. We have some medium rare mutton. I could sell that. Lose some of my food. I'm okay with that. It's 0.3 pounds, 0.3, 0.4. Okay. It's 0.1. It's 0.1. Man, we're just really, really chonky right now, huh? How are mushrooms so much freaking weight? Oh my Lanta. Okay, so we're gonna get rid of all the mushrooms, I guess. We're getting closer. We got another 10 pounds to shed. We're getting closer though. Sell some of our chains, right? And get rid of our raw materials, and we'll get rid of... Ooh, pristine essences are actually really expensive. I'm not selling those though. Those are too valuable. Cool. We're doing. We are doing right now. Doing all the things. Okay. We need to sleep. So what we're going to do is, instead of you doing that, we're going to do this. And we are going to eat some bread and some syrup. Okay. 210 teeth? Yes, sir. We have so much teeth. Teeth don't weigh anything. Comfort well, by the way. So that's not that big of a deal. Crusader Kings, Mana Lord, and Nightingale releases sometime this year, I think. The Stanley Parable. Okay. I am going to be completely transparent here. And this is like one of the very few times I will hard veto a game, but I will not play Crusader Kings. I will not play Crusader Kings. And that is nothing against you by any means, Sean. I have a irrational hatred for Crusader Kings. Dude, just... It is what it is. Oh, hey, we're getting attacked by a bear. Neat. It's not like I'm really scared of a bear. Here, let me just, go take care of him real quick. Just run in here. We're on attack stance. Just, bonk, bonk. Okay, cool. We apply bleed. All right, and bonk. He's dead. Should be dead. Yeah, dead. Okay, cool. But yes, the 210 teeth, I would like to, think that was the reason why we're overweight, but it's not. It's realistically the real reason why we're overweight is because we have so much freaking silver on us. I bought 50 pounds of silver. I have 35 pounds of scrolls, and I have 25 pounds of spices. That's the real reason we're overweight, is because I don't have a second horse. That is ultimately the reason. But I don't want to say that that's the reason. So I'm going to groan and complain all the time because I don't have another horse. Wait. Do I have anything to help my carrying capacity? Do we have anything that we can do for PPs? Transporters. I need 4. I need 4 more. I was so close. 10 carrying capacity. Would that get me there? Would that freaking get me there? It would too. Oh. Y'all want to know how terrible that is? You know how terrible that makes you feel? 4 PP away from having transporters. And this is the time transporters would be useful. Gears Tactics. I've never heard of that. Enshrouded. I've heard of that, but I've never looked into it. We'll have to look into that. But yeah, fair thinking. Games you played before that's similar genre, indie type. Yeah, no, there's a lot of, guys, if you could see how many freaking games are in my Steam library, because I have no impulse control and I will buy games and then never play them. There are so many indie games that I buy because I'm like, yeah, this seems like something that would be up my, this is like watching paint dry. We are moving so freaking slow right now. I just need to butt stallion. Do we have anything? Oh, wait, I do have something. I have something. I am a very intelligent and also incredibly stupid at the same time man. I completely forgot that I could just move butt stallion to the pony stocks. I completely forgot that was a thing, right? But yeah. So back to the game discussion, right? Like I have done, and I try to do community polls and whatnot more, especially on YouTube. I don't do any in Discord because like I'm active in my Discord, and if anyone ever pings me or asks a question, I'm always there to respond. But I feel like my Discord just, it feels empty, even though I know it's not. But yeah. But I will always try to do like community polls, because the thing is like I want your guys' input on what games to play, right? And one thing that I have found out from polling, right? This is according to you guys. Now, whether you voted on the poll or not, most of y'all prefer single player live streams instead of multiplayer live streams, which I'm okay with. And that's one of the reasons why we rotated to Tuesday, Thursdays, because most of my multiplayer game nights with my friends and other members of the community were on Sunday. So I was just like, well, I'll still keep those going, but I will not live stream those. So here's the next thing. If we want single player games, and then I've also done polling, and it's normally strategy or RPG games. Okay, well, that narrows down the genres at least a little bit, but we still have, the question of, well, all right, well, how many RPG games are there? Are we talking about JRPG? Are we talking about just like standard RPG, like Skyrim or Fallout? Like, what are we thinking here, right? You can use the banner. I don't have the banner. I do not have the banner, but yeah. Compensate, risk bonus, sulky, or -1. Yeah, you can get mad. I don't care. Get angry. We have something. We have something up here. I don't know who they're fighting. They seem to be locked in deadly combat. This is a very intense moment for these guys. Very intense. I have no idea where the bandits came from, but okay, I'll help them out. They were just standing there, menacingly. All right. But Valheim and a little like Dark Souls. So is it like a survival game, or is it like just an RPG, like a Souls-like RPG? Like, what are we looking at here? Another completely transparent moment, guys. I have never beaten any Dark Souls game. Any of the Souls series, never beaten any of them. I'm pretty sure I own all 3 Dark Souls games. Never beaten any. I always get distracted. Like, it's very hard for me to finish a game in general. Let's see here. We have Leader Muraleus. That is a very interesting name, but okay. Poacher, Hoodlum, and yeah. Okay. I'm just trying to figure out how I want to do this, because I really don't. I kind of just don't, right? How do I want to do this? Okay. All right. Let's just do this, right? And I'm just going to take Ragrick, and I'm just going to move Ragrick back here. And we're just going to see how this goes. I just want to see. Okay. So they dodged. That's fine. Are you going to come over here and do a spinny spin? You are going to do a spinny spin. That was beautiful. I did not realize that I'd be defeated if they died. That's a blunder. That is a bit of a blunder. Oh, that was and we took damage. Oh my god. No, geez. Okay, yeah. All right. Well, let's try this again real quick. Oh, y'all want to see something dumb? Let the merchant die, because Oh no. Wastelanders 3, great turn-based action RPG. Wasteland 3, yeah, I do have Wasteland 3. That is a good one. We are so freaking hurt right now. What willpower is reduced by half? Well, that's terrifying. And then we have can no longer be chosen to complete tasks. Okay, well that's whatever. You need to like run, okay? And then next, I'm going to just one-shot somebody here because I'm not doing that again. That was awful. Okay, cool. You are guaranteed dead. So goodbye. Be gone. Toodles. Hasta la vista. Next up, you. I'm just gonna work on you too, because guess what? I don't like you. I do not like you. Sweet. See, I could have done this the first time, but I decided to not. And guess what that did for me? That screwed me over because now my armor's completely freaking ruined and I have to heal people. This is what I get for being dumb. We could also do Jagged Alliance 3. That's another game that I could do, right? I could tab out and just go through all the potential games here, but that would be quite a detour. That would be a very big detour on what we would normally get, right? I got to think about people who watch these VODs, right? I'm gonna be like, bro, why are we looking at your Steam library? Like, can you at least stay somewhat focused for, you know, half? All right. Okay. So we bought the stuff. We beat you. We beat that person. We got a little bit of extra things in there, and now we're gonna head back to Stromcap, and I have to patch everybody up. But we should make a decent amount of money, hopefully, right? But yes, onward we go to Stromcap. We're going to turn in our items. We're going to sell our stuff, and I don't even think we have any missions to actually turn in, but we're going to sell some stuff, and then we're going to pick up missions, and we're going to patch people up. We're going to pay our people, and I'm probably going to sleep in one of these pastures out here and make Butt Stallion back into a captain. Jagged Alliance is amazing. Dude, Jagged Alliance is great. It's funny, all right? It's like super funny. Sniping is very overpowered in Jagged Alliance 3. Very overpowered. Okay, so I'm going to go to the market. We're just going to take a look-see. How much is this worth? 85. This one's worth 57, and that's worth 114. I have no idea how much money I spent on all this, but guess what? I'm selling it all. I do not care. It is gone. Goodbye. I am now no longer... I had 37 pounds left on me. I have 2,400 crowns. Okay, so that's a decent, you know, profit, right? Did I pay attention to how much money I had when I bought all that? No, not at all, but I'm assuming it's a profit. That number looks bigger now. Yeah, let's go ahead and take a quick look. See, we have people to the south. Okay, I can take care of that. Give me money. I did not get the money that I wanted, but you're pretty close. And then we're going to do a quick little loop to loop here in Tiltron. Right after we patch everybody up. And only 100? Okay, that's not bad. I was definitely expecting worse. And we're going to use the meds because I just don't feel like dealing with this. We have 4 days worth of food, plenty of food, right? We have one guy up to the north, one right here, one right there. Where's the third one? Oh, right over here. Okay, all right. I'm back on track on what's going on. I am finally back in the right chapter of this book. Okay. Before I run out and get fatigued, I'm just going to move Butt Stallion over here and make him, you know, eat. And we're going to eat some delicious, delicious honey. Oh, all sorts of delicious honey. That's going to give us more happiness to make up for the fact that somebody, not going to name names, is unhappy that honey is not a vegetarian. I don't want you here. I want you on this side. This horse. Thank you. That was a struggle. That was a struggle. Okay. Now the butt stallion is in his proper place, commanding the troops and strategizing at the strategy table, telling them to, you know, take opportunity attacks or flanking, or I don't even know what I have him set to. But now that he's back to, you know, reading his reports, I am very, very confident in our ability to start winning battles a little bit better. Tried the quick level up you did in episode 5. Thank God for saves. Did not go well. Brother, let me tell you something. I had to save scum a lot of that, if I remember correctly. And it worked, but that was that's definitely probably not recommended. I don't think I would recommend anyone to do that. But hey, you know what? Let's make a tips and tricks video, and I'll put that. I'll put that like, hey, you guys want to know how to power level to max level within like a 3-hour sitting span? Screw using the training dummy. You guys don't need a freaking training dummy. What you really need is you need to be dumb. And I bet you it works in region lock too. I bet you if you go to Drombach as soon as you spawn in and you manage to third party a group when you have hand bombs or something like that, right? You can capture yourself a level 15 bear, get rid of whatever you need, and then go recruit some fresh units. I guarantee you can do that. I'll have to go try it just to try it, right? But I'm pretty sure you can easily get to max level even in a oh no, you don't even need to do that in region locked. If I remember correctly, region locked, everybody that you grab in region locked that is a free story person, like Joan of Arc or the deserter in Arthas, right? Or Taurus or Hacker, I think they all scale based off of what region they're in. So if you go to Drombach, you can just get a max level person right there just by doing that. I'm almost positive that's how that works. Okay, do you have the shield that I think you have? You do not have the shield that I think you have. What do you have? Corporal's Roundel? Okay, you're literally just a straight up deserter. All right, well, I can do that. I can manage that. Sir, congratulations. You are dead. Should be dead. If you're not dead, I'll be very, very impressed. Nope. Okay. As I was saying, congratulations. I cannot kill you. I can try, but I know I will fail. So I'm going to run away. You cannot reach him. You can reach Ragrick, probably. Yep. I'll take 31 damage. That is literally a single thingy. That is a single like repair tool. I do not care. I'm in defensive stance because I didn't realize I was already in attack stance like a fool. That is unfortunate. I'll just sit behind and do some damage. Take some damage. Oh, we have fragility now. That's rough. Let's go ahead and apply weakening blow. Yeah. Then we'll use protective strike to generate imposition. Get this guy, you know. Now we're in defensive stance. Look at that. Boom, boom, boom. Nice. Cool. We took care of that. That only takes 2 raw materials. Speaking of which, raw materials, I need you to... Oh, you're already working on it. Sweet. When we sleep, we're going to be fully repaired, essentially. I need us to head this way. Is that a ghost pack? I think that's a ghost pack. Give me a ghost bear. You won't give me a ghost bear. You will give me a ghost bear. All right, whatever. You got challenge and attack stance? Sure, I can do that. Why not? Let's go bonk, bonk. Cool. There's the bleed. There's the attack of opportunity. Doing some nice damage. Thrashing. Goodbye. Deleted. Easy peasy. Give me that bear paw. And now we're overweight. No, we're not. Oh, we just need to sleep. Okay. That was a okay. We are very much whatever. This will be fine. We're starting to run out of food, just ever so slightly, right? I need to be a little bit more mindful of that. That's okay. Let's go ahead and repair our armor and head on down the way we need to go. Do we have any like mushrooms around here? Mushrooms would be very, very nice. I'm not seeing any. we'll have to take a look-see for those in the actual non-snowy forests down here. A few episodes ago, no Ghost Pack. Ghost Pack too scary now. Bring it. Well, yeah. So the reason why we didn't want to fight a Ghost Pack is because I did not have an answer for HP tanks. I did not have a source of damage over time. Now I have a source of damage now kind of thing, right? So if I had a dot dealer, whether it be Joan of Arc, right, or just like a ranger of some sort, of any capacity, a ranger would have worked. Because we have Raygrick. Raygrick can literally sit and just take damage with his chin. He just catches it right here, right? He does not care. That is his build. He is a wall. He is a 1v1 wall. Only 1v1, but he's still a 1v1 wall. But back then, he wasn't as good of a wall. And we didn't have, because he didn't have a shield, right? Like, he did not have a shield back then. But also, we didn't have anyone that could deal with 4,000 damage without Raygrick running away from being terrified for terror. That was the thing. Like, terror would get him. Well, now he's immune to terror. Okay, so, okay, if there's two Ghost Bears, cool. Raygrick can tank one, and the other one, Gribbled, can one-shot. And if Gribbled was a spearman, then obviously I wouldn't be able to one-shot them completely, but I'd be pretty close. We have so many buried bodies everywhere just from me being dumb and trying to cheese the game. But guess what? We're at a spot now where I think it's okay. Okay, so I could swing up north and get this turned and take this out and then head back to Stromcap. You know what? I think that's what we're going to do. I think that's what we're going to do. I think that's the play. I think that's the play. And it might be so much of a play that I might take out some of these guys on the way. Obviously, after I take care of the people I'm supposed to take care of, right? Just a little jumpity jump. Did you? Oh, you guys. Stop running for me. Come back. Holy crap, there's 4 of you. Whatever, we'll be fine. Bathangius the Bone Ripper. With a legionary, a sapper, and a duelist. They're level 13. This is not supposed to be a good fight. Okay. What do you have? You have Flurry of Blows, Legionary's Ointment. We have a Duelist. We have a Legionary. We have a Sapper. I'm not scared of this Sapper. This Sapper is something that is fine. I do not care. The Duelist should be okay too. I'm not too worried about him. I am kind of worried about him. And the Legionary will be a pain over time. But first things first, let's go take care of this guy. Right? I'm going to take care of him, and then I'm going to go to the Duelist. Realistically, I probably should have opened up with Arterial Precision. But we'll just use Thrashing. I was going to try to save Thrashing to one-shot the Duelist. But we'll be fine. It's okay. It's not the end of the world, right? So next, I'm going to use the Rusty Hatchet and just do a little bit of damage to this guy. Oh, that did a lot of damage. And it gave destabilization. Oh, that's huge, actually. That is freaking massive. Apply Bleed. He's stuck now, right? Sapper is going to go for both right here. Yep, okay. And he got Deflection. Okay. But why? Shoot your own dude. Man, I would have been so freaking happy if he just shot the Duelist in the back of the head. That would have been the greatest gift of all time. Just been like, yep. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay. We'll let him do his thing. He knocked him back. He's gonna walk up, do 2 damage. Okay. That's fine. You can do that. Now we have defensive stance. So first things first, we're going to go ahead and just, go bonk bonk. That is such a satisfying execution scene. Okay. This guy's got protection, deflection, and brutality, which is a lot of things. A very large amount of things. We are in defensive stance. Let's go ahead and use Arterial Precision. Cool. There's our attack of opportunity. This guy's pinned down. And then we're just going to use Imposition. or whatever it is, protective blow, protective strike, whatever that freaking, y'all know what I'm talking about. It gives me imposition. And then this guy's gonna die, and then we're gonna come up behind the legionary and take care of him. First things first. Ooh, I should not have done that. I should not have done that. I should not have done that. It's fine. Okay. Now we're going to come up behind the legionary. Okay. We're going to use arterial precision here, right? Apply bleed and all the good stuff, and then we're going to take him out. One thing I'll say about this game, the killing blows are awesome. The killing blows are probably my favorite part about this game. I'm not gonna lie. The killing blows are just, they're there. They're amazing, right? There's a lot of things I wish I could change about the game. And at one point we were going to. At one point, Dorum and I were very, very invested and working on modding the game, and then we realized that with how much we were going to mod, we would probably rather just you know, make our own game. So Dorum's off doing his own thing. I'm still doing game design on the side for fun, right? And then yeah, but there's no longer Dorum's mod. That's why Dorum's mod got taken down. Let's see here. What else can we do, right? Let's go ahead, and this time I'm going to follow my own advice. Never mind. I'm just going to waste time if I do that. We're going to go over here, and we're going to sell some stuff to this guy. I was going, yep. So I completely just, you know, wasted time there. But what I was going to do was going to go sell to somebody that actually, you know, needed the stuff, or I could go to a wandering caravan, but I decided against it. Let's go ahead and dump a bunch of crap off here. We are starting to actually stockpile up on crafting resources, which is really nice. And get everything situated here. We do need to start getting food. We're almost out of food, so let's go buy some food. All right. So, and this right here is a perfect example, right? If I talk to this lady, she has 4 items, right? I talk to this guy, he's got 4 items, but one of them is pythons because I'm dumb, right? He should not have pythons. He should have mutton, but I'm dumb and I gave him pythons. Okay. And this lady's got 5 items, technically 6 because I sold her grease. But yeah, you don't want to accidentally, you know, just give people stuff that they're gonna, you know, never sell. It's just gonna be sitting there in their inventory because it might get rid of your mutton. But then you've got, you know, people who, oh, cool, my trade goods are slowly coming back, and I've sold them a bunch of crap, but if anything's on sale, it's not going to be anything that I actually want. It's probably going to be it's probably going to be the ghost carcass, to be honest. I'm like, hey, man, I'll cut you a deal on this ghost carcass. I don't freaking want that. All right. I got food. Let's go get paid. Let's see if there's any new missions. Collect some bounties. See what we got. We got some to the southwest. We got some straight west. Okay, well, this one's easy. I'm going to go ahead and just see if I can get a little bit more money out of it. Ooh, I can get a lot of money out of it. Hell yeah. 269, A-okay. And then we got the bandits layer to the southwest. I don't have enough money or influence to actually try to argue with that. So we're just going to take it as it is there. Next up, what we need to do is we need to cook. I do not have a cook. What are you? You're a journeyman miner? That isn't going to help me. What about you? You're a journeyman tinkerer. That could help me because you're only going to lose like very, very small amounts of stuff. I need you to make me 12 bread. Thank you, sir. And now I need you to go back to being a tinkerer. And I need you to make me raw materials. We're going to call that a day. All right, now. We do have a loop that we can do. I just don't think we're going to be able to handle the lighthouse or the bandit lair. We can easily handle the squad, though, right? We can handle the squad. I just don't think we can handle any of those. But we do have enough money now that we can go take out Bion. What are you guys thinking, Bion? I think we take out Bion. But before we do that, we're gonna head straight east. We're gonna take care of this squad. So let me tell you guys the plan as to why we're doing this, right? We owe 190 crowns. Okay. If I go and pick up the people out of my bank and we take off doing stuff, right? Instead of owing 190 crowns, I'll owe like 400. Now, I don't want to do that. So this is why we're doing it this way. So besides cheesing your way on for fast leveling, what do you say is the other way to fastly level up? The grind is hard. So here's the thing. Here's the goal of this stream is to take out Bion. You were correct, Soro. We do need to take care of Bion, and it has been about halfway through the stream. So I need to take out Bion. But here's how the math works, right? Experience scales on an exponential rate, okay? And when I say that, I mean the amount of experience that is needed for you to reach the next level is exponentially scaled upwards. The amount of experience each unit gains from a battle is always the same, okay? You will almost always get about the same amount of experience for every single battle that you deal for every unit you have throughout the entire game. That's the way they balanced the experience rates. They did tune them up a little bit with the Belerion DLC update, but that is why you level up so quickly in the very beginning, and then around level 4 to 5 it starts to slow down a little bit, and then around 8 it just turns into a slog, and you can beat the entire game around level 10. Okay. So yeah, Soro's literally whispering at the end. This entire monologue is actually Soro whispering in my ear. Yeah, maybe I should just get a. Maybe that's what we should do, guys. Is we should just like get some emotes that's just like Soro whispering into my ear, right? Just like. But speaking of which, we do have channel emotes and everything like that. That's the channel membership thing. I can't give it to you guys for free because YouTube doesn't let me, but yeah. The easiest way to level up is to use a training dummy. And it sounds stupid because it is stupid, because all it does is give you a small bonus to XP, and it gives you a flat XP rate. I think it takes 10 rests or so in theory for you to level up, but it doesn't actually give you that much. I tried to power level people by just sitting still with a training dummy going, and it doesn't work the way that you would want it to. It doesn't give you 1/10 of your XP level. It gives you a small buff, and then it gives you an XP bonus, so you have to go fight after you use the training dummy. But the training dummy is literally it. Like, you have to use the training dummy. If you don't use the training dummy, it's going to take forever, and the training dummy still makes it take forever. Sorry. Going from level 10 to 12 literally takes almost as much time, if not longer, from what that is 1 to 10. Just is what it is. I wish I had a better answer for you guys. I wish I did. The game sucks when it comes down to that. Do you stream on Twitch? Victor, I used to stream on Twitch. I originally came from Twitch back in the early years, not really the early years. So I started streaming in 2018, and I streamed Mountain Blade Warband exclusively for like 2 or 3 months until I became a Twitch affiliate, because back then there was like, yeah, I'm assuming you know what a Twitch affiliate is, but I did that, and like the best I've ever done on Twitch was maybe, I think, after getting hosted and whatnot, and we got like a regular schedule going, I would peak at about 40 viewers, and that was during my absolute top that I've ever been on Twitch, is 40 active viewers, like peak over 4 or 5 years I was streaming there. And then I moved and I did a bunch of stuff, and I didn't stream every night, and I swapped my streaming schedule around, and the channel growth just stopped. And because of all that, I was like, you know what? I don't have enough time to actually stream on Twitch and make YouTube videos, which at the time I attempted to do that and it failed miserably. Like, I think I made 2 YouTube videos and just did not have the time. So I rotated over to YouTube and I started live streaming on YouTube about a year and a couple months ago. It was around October of 2022. Okay. And that's when I started making video content, started learning editing and everything like that. And I've been here ever since. And my channel now is like twice as big, if not more so, than what my Twitch channel ever was. I was never a huge streamer on Twitch. I was never huge on YouTube. I mean, I wouldn't call that huge on YouTube, but that's the biggest number I've ever had. So it's nice. YouTube's obviously a lot more friendly to how I operate, at least. But I do miss some of the stuff that Twitch had. I'm just not a huge fan of how Twitch operates as a company. I'm not a huge fan of like their changes that they've been implementing and whatnot. So I feel like I made a good decision going to YouTube, and I don't plan on going back to Twitch by any means. The one thing that I wish YouTube has that Twitch has is the way that they can convert clips into shorts or TikToks almost instantly. I think that's awesome. And that's one thing that I think Google and YouTube could really, pull from. But yeah, so it's that's the one feature, that and being able to just give channel emotes for free. But I don't think you can do I think Twitch actually did an update on that where you can give free channel emotes and whatnot. I can't do that here. I think I did make my channel membership as cheap as I could, but I can double check that. But my first tier of channel membership here is only like $1. I think it's either $1 or $2. But yeah, I'll take a look at that, because I don't want to be giving you guys bad information, right? Like, I don't want to do that. But I also know that I don't think I have any channel members or anything like that. So I'd have to actually start, making content for that to happen. All right. We have 3 people. We have a hoodlum, a marauder, and a poacher. And honestly, out of these 3 units, the hoodlum's the scariest. The hoodlum's the scariest because of the poison stacks. And then once you get poisoned, the marauder becomes the scariest, because it gives this guy's got guaranteed critical hits who will knock you back and just destroy you because of his axe. So what we need to do is we need to take care of the hoodlum and then the marauder. And what I'm going to attempt to do is we're going to kill the hoodlum and then one-shot the marauder right here. Opening salvo. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Boom. Awesome. We may even be able to get a nice dunk going against the poacher too. Okay. So hoodlum's down. Taking a step forward. I'm going to one-shot the marauder with thrashing, right? Okay. And now I have enough movement. I'm actually going to go over here and open up with our spear throw. Does no damage because, once again, Gribbled is a dex unit. And then we're going to come up from behind the poacher. And we're going to go in defensive stance even. Applies weakening for 1 round, so. And there we go. Probably 30 damage. No, 25. That's about what I figured it would be. And then we'll come up from behind, just, go bonk a couple of times. We'll go bonk 1 time. That's okay. And now we're in attack stance for our challenge, and it is over right there. Boom. Goodbye. 25 damage to take out 3 people. I'm okay with that. Especially because the 25 damage went to someone in light armor. All right. Yeah. If that was Raygrick would have only taken 3. He straight up would have just taken that to the chin and been like, all right, where's what's next? Give me your next shot. Ooh, are we gonna reach there before we run out of fatigue? I don't think we are. We're not. We're gonna fight it anyway. This is a terrible idea, by the way, guys. I do not recommend fighting people while you're exhausted, but we're gonna do it because that is what heroes do. Heroes fight when they're exhausted. It's also what fools do. And I'm not going to, oh, I fucked up. Oh, I fucked up. Okay. All right. Anyway, so this is what heroes do. And someone may be wondering why I said, oh, I fucked up. It's because, very importantly here, I did not have any valor points to actually do what I needed to do. But we're fine because we went in with Raygrick, right? So now we're going to go ahead and use arterial precision and apply our bleed, and then use thrashing, and everything's fine. This is fine. Everything's fine. This was calculated, guys. I'm just really bad at math, but it was calculated. Totally planned. Absolutely 100% totally planned. And we're gonna hit this guy from behind with the weakening and just get our attack of opportunity in there. And now we're gonna go to offensive, and we're just gonna take this guy out. We're not gonna take this guy out. We're gonna let him hit him. We're gonna let him hit us. Yep. 6 damage. I don't think we're going to financially recover from that. Oh, 66. That was actually pretty good. Look at that. And there's the 45. Okay. Anyway, so now he's gone. Gribbled is so good. The new unit was added was good. Yeah. So I am definitely happy with how I built Gribbled. And how, you know what? Let's do this. Yes. Yeah, we'll do that. I need the extra happiness, which is then converted into influence and whatnot. But yes, the new Pugilist is a very good unit, I believe. I believe Gribbled was definitely needed, especially because we were in a position where we really wanted to get a spearman. What am I doing? Sorrow, buddy. I need you to whisper into my ear a little bit more. I almost need you to scream in my ear right now and be like, you need to go to Bion. So actually, guys, right now, there's this little voice in my ear right now, right? It's because Sorrow's almost like my conscience, just sitting on my shoulder. And he's telling me. And by telling me, he's screaming profanities at me. And he's saying, hey, you forgot. You need to go take care of Bion. That's literally the one thing you have to do in the next hour is take care of Bion. And that's how Sorrow sounds, actually, guys. He's got a really raspy, gravelly voice. I think it's because he screams at me all the time. But he never actually lets his voice recover. So he's just really raspy. It sounds like he smokes like 15 packs a day. But yeah, no, it's what happens when you scream profanities nonstop. You just get a really raspy voice. Sorrow's just screaming at his computer. So you guys probably, I'm assuming you guys know, right? If you're my age, maybe a little bit older, or definitely if you're younger, but you've probably heard of a show called SpongeBob. And if you've heard of a show called SpongeBob, you may know that the first few seasons are like comedy gold. The relationship I have with Sorrow is very much of that of SpongeBob and Patrick, of a very specific scene, okay? And when I say a very specific scene, it is the pickle jar lid scene. I am Patrick trying to open up a pickle jar, and Sorrow is SpongeBob in my ear telling me to put my hand on the lid, and I just cannot, for the life of me, find the lid. Ever. It's just perpetual. So that is why Sorrow has such a scratchy voice. It's because he's just screaming the lid at me over and over and over again until maybe one day I'll find the lid. But that is the dynamic of how this works, right? Okay. So I need to sell a few things. We need to pick our people up, and we are going to go ahead and take out Bion. And we now have Beth and Taurus in team, in crew. We're tagged. Oh, we'll pick up a little bit of money. Got some money to pick up first. Give me that money. Hell yeah. Got some money. We have another easy mission to the south. I am not going to barter for that. We're just going to grab it. And I have a mission to take wool to the east. 4 woolen cloth. That's how much I need. There is not 4 woolen cloth. We are going to get rid of this mission. I do not care. I'm not doing it. It's gone. It's not happening. Not happening anymore. I don't even know how to get rid of it, but we're not doing it. Not doing it, because I'm not walking back over here again. Ain't happening. Thought you were going to say what's funnier than 24, 25. Oh, man. There's a lot of good quotes from SpongeBob. And I enjoy impersonating SpongeBob and Patrick for my nieces and nephews. I'm not going to do it too much on stream or in recordings because it's kind of cringe, and I'm not necessarily good at it. I just do it kind of good enough to where people know what I'm trying to do. But let me tell you something. It ain't that good. It ain't that good. I know my limits. Okay, we actually do not have enough food right now because I put it all into the bank and I didn't pick any up. So this is going to get a little spicy. What we're going to have to do is we're going to have to go find some animals, right? And that looks like a group of poachers. You know, we'll take care of them, right? We're going to come in here and we're going to help out. And they are a group of white poachers because we just increased our troop capacity. And the new spawns are not in, have not adjusted yet. So we are overpowered. We have twice as many we have a level 15 for crying out loud, right? So we can effectively just completely dumpster these kids. And by dumpster, I mean, I'm just going to send in Gribbled real quick and we're just going to one shot. Nope, that was fun. This hoodlum is I really want to say he's almost SOL. He's kind of in a bad spot if you want to think about it, right? So what we're going to do is we're just going to, you know, ensure he stays in that bad spot. And I am not going to take him out there. I'm going to send Beth in. Beth needs a kill. Beth has not had a kill in a while. Just let Beth do Beth things. Boom. Beth got a kill. It was worth it. I need to give Taurus a kill too. Taurus needs a kill. Ooh, that's a 3. That's a 3-star. Ooh. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. Do you happen to you have some wheat? I do not want the wheat though. I need meat, nourishment. Yes. You know, we are going to go this way. Oh, this is beautiful. Please have meat. Meat. You do not have meat, you have salt. Okay, I will wait for the next caravan. Do you have meat? You should have meat. I hope you have meat. But this is going to be very good. Very, very good. Okay, so we're going to go up here. No meat. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it seems I fell for one of the classic blunders. I assumed literally anything. But hey, look at this. We have plus 82 more armor, plus 5 critical hit chance, and plus 1 willpower. That is just ultimately better. Just like that, Gribbled is now even scarier. Check PP for trade after helping merchants. You have, I do have my 4 PP I need. Yes, I do have 4 PP that I need. I do know, however, that I need to help 2 more merchants, and I don't think I hit 2. I think I only hit 1. Never mind, I hit 2. Oh, and we got legendary craftsman because we have a journeyman or master level. Boom. More PP. Transporters. Boom. Boom. We are now level 6 in the trade and craftsmanship. Hell yeah. Backstabbers. We're making it. We're making it. We'll gain reckless and safeguarding, and yeah. I'm going to grab me some mushrooms. I'm going to walk up here and, you know, grab a pitten, whatever the hell this thing's called. And we're going to walk on over here and we're going to go fight us some swamp boars and some giant mosquitoes. Because that's what we do here. I should probably go to the inn and buy some food, but that would be the smart thing to do. And let me tell you guys something. We do dumb stuff here. Welcome to the stream where we play poorly for fun because we can. If y'all want actual tips and tricks, by all means, feel free to ask. But if you want to see poor gameplay, this is where you go. You might learn a thing or two of what not to do. Killing those bandits when we could have made them carry our things before handing them over to the guard. What a waste. What? How does this give me wanted? Why? Persuade, okay. Or overanalyze. Well, let's just persuade and get over it, because, yeah. Why would I gain wanted for saying, hey, by the way, we could capture prisoners? There's a lot of people here. Are you sure you guys want to fight this? Yeah, I didn't think so. I don't think I can actually go anywhere here. I think that, if I remember correctly, the way to get to Ludern's actually to go north here. And then now we have to pay 423 crowns. That's so freaking much. Bandit Crossing. Oh no, am I going to get hit? I'm definitely getting hit here. I need to pay or leave? Level 15. We got a ringleader, hoodlum, poacher, marauder, wrongdoer, and scoundrel. Yeah, I'll take him out. I don't care. Walks past end and field, uses more food than needed. I'm going dumb things. Oh, okay. Where's Taurus? Taurus. This is going to get a little spicy, I'm not going to lie. So we have Valdris, we have a scoundrel, we have a wrongdoer. The wrongdoer is going to have to get one shot by Gribbled, probably. Gribbled can easily take out a poacher, though. So Taurus, take out the scoundrel, and then probably Valdris, right? But first things first, we're going to walk up here. I'm going to go ahead and just use Rampage on this guy. Boom. Boom. Get bent. Absolutely disgusting how much damage Taurus can do. All right. And then we have Valdris. Ooh, I cannot one-shot any of these guys, to be fair. This is going to get a little spicy if I try that. But I think we'll manage. I think I can manage, right? Oh, I can one-shot him. Boom. Beautiful. End his turn. Wrongdoer, are you going for Taurus? Yeah, you're going for Taurus. 84 damage, that's not too bad. I can get the Marauder or the Hoodlum pulled off. Actually, I can get them both pulled off with Beth and then Raygrick, and then I can handle the Poacher. So that is how we're going to do this. I'm going to use Raygrick, pull him up here, get the Marauder, enticed, right? I'm going to go ahead and use Weakening Blow, get him just all, bent out of shape. And then we're going to use Beth, right? Come on over here with Beth. We are inspired. Just do a nice little damage thingy here. And I don't have taunt on her yet, so we're just going to wait, right? We get that attack of opportunity in. Does great. And then, oh, the Poacher goes. Oh, no, we're going to get shot in the back. Holy crap, Taurus, how did that... Oh, my Lord. Okay, whatever. And then we are just going to walk on up here. We're going to use defensive stance. I'm going to do a decent chunk of damage to this guy, right? Then we're going to wait. Watch this guy do, 11 damage. Apply some poison. That's okay. Okay, now we need to go to attack stance, which is perfectly fine by me. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, next up, Wrongdoer needs to die. Okay. So Wrongdoer, we're going to go ahead and hit with the arterial precision, right? It's our lovely wombo combo here. We're going to get stacked with so many stacks of poison here. This is going to be super disgusting. 15 stacks of poison. That will almost guaranteed one-shot me. But we have Comfrey right here. So now we have no stacks of poison. And just like that, I got away scot-clean. All right, Taurus. It is time for you to do the lovely dovey stuff. So boom, get a kill. Nice. And then you're going to come up from behind this guy, and I'm going to have you dunk on him with Rampage. Boom. That was a 2-rounder. That wasn't too bad. And just like that, we got ourselves a golden key. And there should be a chest around here somewhere. Maybe there's a chest around here somewhere. Hello? Isn't it? I want to say, oh, I really want to say it's in here somewhere. It's like hidden around here, right? Because I know you can exit through here, and we can leave through here, but there's an actual use for this golden key somewhere. I just don't remember where, and I almost want to say it's in here, but I've definitely been wrong before, and I can't remember because I haven't. I think I've only gone through here twice in all of my lovely time playing Wartales. So Taurus, we need to repair your gear, my dude. You're a little battered and bruised there, buddy. We have the Garusa clan. Oh, this is also one of the worst places to run out of raw materials in, which, by the way, we are out of raw materials because of how this game goes. Okay, so just as an FYI, we're in a slight pickle. Do we have any? No, we have no iron. Okay, well, let's go get some iron because I can make some rope and we can make a python and at least get down from this hill that we're on. Should be a tracker camp right here. Yep. We're gonna go talk to. I want to say that's not the Garusa clan. The Garusa clan's elsewhere. And then Bione is way off to the right and all sorts of crap. So we'll have to go and get to where she's at very quickly. Let's make some rope, craft that real quick, and then we're going to make a python so we can get down off this lovely hill. And I think we're good to eat. Pay our incredibly high wages. Get angry because we don't have any meat. You know, same old. And then let's go ahead and the rope is too long. How is this too long? This is not too long. There it is. See, that wasn't too long. Watch me have placed that in the bad spot and I couldn't actually do what I needed to do. That would have been hilarious. All right, we're fully repaired here. I do have some stuff that I can sell to this guy. We're going to go ahead and sell all of our newly acquired armor that we don't need. We do have a tavern. Just see what we got here, and you should have a Bione quest for me. All right, plague ridden. Boom. I'm going to max this bad boy out. Master tracker Bione. And now I can see you. I can find you, and I'm going to go get you. Before we leave, I'm going to acquire some food. Trapper's Fondue costs 31 and 29. You have a bunch of booze. I could just steal this, but I don't have a thief. All right. Whatever. I'll buy both of those. That's at least 2 days worth of food that I don't need to worry about now because one of them has a bunch of meat. The other one has a veggie tables. And now we have to worry about plague ridden. And we have no plague cure. May prove to be a little bit of a predicament, right? Just a slight predicament. Hangman's tree. Don't really care. We're on a mission here. These guys definitely hunted us down. Spotted us from like a mile away. Let's see here. How do we want to do this? Quite a bit of plague ridden. And they have no reinforcements though. So that's the good news. The bad news is as well, they're plague ridden, and plague ridden are kind of a pain in the wazoo. Just in general. The battle maps in Ludern are kind of a pain. So honestly, Ludern's just one of those it's a hard region. Like it is a hard region, and it's fun, but it's, well, difficult, right? So let's go ahead and take out a couple of these guys while we can. We picked the wrong one, but that's okay. And then we'll take out this one as best we can. And we gotta be careful to not get engaged too many times, because whenever we get engaged, no, I don't want to end my turn without taking an action. I want Beth to come all the way up here, and I need Beth to be the front line. because Beth's immune to poison. Hate this area, bro. Ludern's just it's rough. It's rough for different reasons than other places are. Like like there's some places such as Grenmere that's rough just because of how the storyline goes, right? But then Ludern, then you see Ludern and you're like, man, I freaking hate Ludern. All right. So let's go ahead. We'll go into defensive stance. We're going to do as much damage as we possibly can without doing our big wombo combo right now, right? And we'll just take a little bit of poison damage. That's okay. Beth will take some damage here. They're going to get hit with poison. That's okay. And now she's got fever, which is rough, but it'll be all right. And then finally, we have Raygrick. And Raygrick can honestly get hit by a piece of a stack of poison and be okay. So we'll go ahead and do that just to do some damage and get some damage output going, right? Okay. And now we need to do some damage. So this guy's basically going to die as soon as Gribbled goes, but I'm going to try and see if I can get a good clap going here. So first things first, I'm going to walk over here. I just want to just see how this works, right? So 290 is not going to be enough to one shot, but this one I can probably take out if I do a dunk, right? Okay, we got that going, and then that's enough right there. So we procced all of that. Now we have galvanization. I'm going to walk over here. I'm going to wait, and now we're going to use Gribbled to take care of this last enemy that we have here. I don't think anyone actually got sick. Nope, no one got sick. We do have a little bit of tattered armor, but we will deal with that. I'm going to try really hard for us to not have to worry too. Oh, I went the wrong way. I needed to go north. But I'm going to try really hard for us to not have to worry about repairing our armor quite yet. So we'll have to avoid any prolonged fights or anything of the sort. I'm definitely not doing any of these villages or anything of the sort. We're not doing that. But yeah. I don't want to fight you. I don't want to fight you at all. That's fine. I forgot that was the thing, right? Okay. We'll be fine. We should be fine. We can. I don't think we go up here, right? I don't think we do. But I know Bion is on top of a cliff. I 100% know Bion is on top of a cliff. So we're going to have to find a way to get up and around. But we'll go ahead and eat one of these fancy meals here. I have no idea what bonus it gives, but we're about to find out, right? Brag, exhort, or celebrate. Go ahead and celebrate. That's fine. I need to take out Bion, and then we need to get out of dodge. Super quick here. Man, dude, these things are aggroing to me from so far away. They're not even looking at me. 6 croc swine. Okay. I mean, we'll get food out of it, right? We won't have to worry too much about food. But still, incredibly annoying. Infectious bite applies bleeding. If the target's already bleeding, applies poison. Unstoppable charge. Croc swine, gonna be a pain in the butt. Not gonna lie. We have Beth over here. We have Taurus over here. Where is my pugilist? Oh, he's over here. Okay. All right, Taurus. Start us off, buddy. I think we can kill 2 units between our rampage and our using splitter, right? How much damage? Okay, these guys are 400 and some odd. Okay, so if I do this, all right, sweet. That works. Gribbled can take out maybe one max, right? And here's the next thing, is that these bugs are going to be a pain in our butt. Well, the good news is that one just got hit. Okay. Now I'm going to send Gribbled right over here. Do a little bit of damage. Then we're going to use our offensive attacks here. Get an extra attack in. Boom. Easy peasy. There's a ton of mosquito swarms here. And they are attracted by sweat, which means the more you do stuff, they're going to move to people, right? Like that is how they operate. They move to where people are. The good news is these guys don't really do a ton of like outright damage, but they do apply bleed, which is very annoying, right? So what we need to do with this is we just need to make sure that we're getting ourselves into a position to where we can basically one round them before we take a ton of damage over time at the end of like next round, right? So that's kind of where we're at. So we've got the riposte hits. We're getting hit by, you know, insects and whatnot right now. This guy's got 42 HP with a riposte stack. This guy's got 347. We can one-shot literally almost any of them. But what's going to be really important here is we want to effectively take these guys out, right? So we're going to do a huge swing here. And then I'm going to walk right on over to this guy. And I'm going to hit this one with just that. Proc galvanization. End our turn. We're going to take a little bit of damage. That's okay. Then Beth's just going to go for a kill. And just like that, it's over. We did take some damage, but we did get some croc swine meat. We got some croc swine scales. We got a lot of stuff that we'll be able to utilize here shortly. Okay, now we need to head north. Across the bog, this terrible navigation wasteland, because we are south of where we need to be. So we need to get to where Bion's at. Now, I originally came this way because I didn't want to be in the way, but I definitely messed that up, right? Because I wanted to see if I can skirt around it, but I was wrong. So we need to get up here on top of this mountain. That is where we need to go. And once we're up there, we'll take her out and we'll call it a day. If I remember correctly, the way to get up here is actually like to go around too. It's not, there is no simple quick path up this mountain either. Like that's the thing. That's incredibly annoying too. There's a large tracker camp. We can go over here. See if we can sleep here. Nope, does not look like it, but hey. Okay, we have some wolf, lockpicks, impaling stake, okay. Protective collar, a halter, reinforced layer of the serpent, reinforced layer of the fox, and flambéed croc swine. 2 croc swine, 2 cider, and 2 salt, okay. What we are going to do is we are going to buy reinforced layer of the serpent, which gives us 3 critical hit and 2 strength. It's very, very good. It's probably one of the best layers that you can learn, period, right? It's just way up there in a actual, you know, how useful it is. And then we'll eventually get to the point where you'll get to colossal layers and whatnot, but I don't know if we'll actually hit that in this playthrough, but they're there. They are a thing. Okay. I don't have a way to get up here right now, and I don't remember how I'm supposed to get up here. You know what? We're going to eat some mushrooms and a bunch of dead bodies, and that counts. Insufficient food? What do you mean insufficient food? You need more than one mushroom? Okay. Okay. I don't know why you need more than one mushroom. It does not say that you need more than one mushroom, but evidently you do need more than one mushroom. Okay. There is not a way for me to get up directly through here. So I think I have to go around the lake. I think this is a lake and it's not the ocean or anything like that. So I think I have to go all the way around and then up, which is definitely a PETA, but I think we can get there. And this will be like the first or second time that we've had to pay for our troops. But as long as we're able to get through this, take out Bione, and then just get back to a non-hellhole of a region, we'll be okay, right? And then we can get prepped and regather ourselves for taking on Belerion. Because we originally poked around in Belerion a little bit when we were definitely underleveled, and we kind of hemorrhaged ourselves on money and everything of the sort. And that is what it is. But yeah. Oh, hey, Brotherhood Training Ground. This will be fun. Excuse me, sir and madam. Beast taming. Damage dealt by animals increased by 10%. That's pretty neat. Skill mastery books. We can get aim. We can get wrath. We can get a taunt. Taunt would be good. Run would be good. First aid would be very good. We have several things here that would be very, very good for us to pick up. But alas, we do not have a ton of money. And the last thing I want to do is spend money and then end up being short later on. Right? So we're just going to deal. And we're going to hide in these woods as we make our way on up here to Bione. And hopefully we don't get hit with a ghost pack. But if we do, I think we'll be okay. Ghost packs are definitely going to be scarier right now because we have 4 people instead of just 1 or 2. So instead of a ghost bear, we might have 2 ghost bears. We may have 2 ghost bears and some ghost wolves and whatnot. I really don't know. I don't know how the scaling is going to send stuff at me. I just know that it's going to be a little on the spicy side. Okay. This will give me 10% increased movement speed in the world. Okay. That's not bad. So I just eat that and then add like a mushroom to it. And then pay my people. That counts. Let's go ahead and do that. And then we're going to fight Bione. And I am going to make some rope. Okay. And then we're going to make a python. Because I'm not walking all the way around. I'm not walking all the way around. We're making a python. We're going straight down this freaking mountain. We're going down this mountain one way or the other. All right. And it's going to be by python or by jumping. Because I'm not walking all the way around again. Sing, galvanize, or scrape. Yeah, we'll do scrape. That's fine. We can do that. Taurus, how are you doing on armor? You're fine. Beth, how are you doing on armor? You're not fine, but how much does this cost for us to repair everybody? 10? Okay, we can do that. All right, time to take out Bione, ladies and gentlemen. It has been, I've only ever fought Bione once. FYI, I've only ever fought her once, but I'm pretty sure I beat her very, very easily. I'm pretty sure Bione's one of those easier ones to deal with. But just to be sure, let's double check. Deal 97 to 124 damage to the target and gain 2 rage. Cries out to a number of plague ridden reinforcements equal to their Bione's panic. Then removes all their applications. This unit is pyrophobia, and poison damage restores their health. Disturbed mind, damage reduced by 10% for each plague ridden unit engaged in combat. And then each time they take damage, this unit gains 1 application of Bione's panic. And then transformation of 50% of their maximum health, this unit transforms. Okay. Sounds simple enough to me. So what we need to do is we need to just be prepped and ready here, right? So first things first, we're going to engage with Weakening Blow. She'll get 1 stack of panic. Use Protective Strike. Does very little damage with her rage. She'll go for it a couple of times. Okay, next up. I do not want to give her poison. So what we are going to do, I'll swap to defensive stance and do this. Give her bleeding and corrosion. Okay. and we're going to hold off on doing any dunking. Because if we do any dunking, she's going to have so much panic stacks. It's not even going to be funny. Okay. And just like that, we have 4 zombies to worry about. Fear of the Plague. Damage reduced by 10% for each plague-ridden unit engaged in combat. Stackable. Okay. Oh, these plague-ridden are actually pretty tanky. They're actually pretty tanky. They have a lot of health. But she's bleeding. She's weakened. She has corrosion, so her armor is going to get destroyed. I think we'll be okay. I just need to make sure that we're managing how many of these freaking plague-ridden are out and about, which is what Taurus and Beth are going to do. What I am also going to do is I'm going to make sure that I do as much damage to her as I can in single hits, so she takes damage and only gets like 1 stack of panic, right? And then Beth's going to go down here and do Beth things, where she just kind of gets people, you know, locked up. She gets her poison stacks going. Go ahead and deflect. Get her attacks of opportunity in. Generate fury. You know, fun stuff. Yeah, she's at 4 stacks of Fear of the Plague. She has 1400 HP-ish. I do need to take care of these plague-ridden before they're able to, like, do their dumb stuff, okay? So that's the next thing, right? So we're going to go ahead and just use Rampage. Take out another plague-ridden so I don't have to worry about it. Then I want to come over here. I want to hit her for another 300 some odd damage. Give her another, you know, couple stacks of bloodshed. And we're going to operate way back over here again. Still doing 0 damage here on Raegrick. We're not going to use Raegrick quite yet. Okay. We do have Gribbled prepped and ready, but we're not going to use him yet. I need to use Gribbled to make sure that she's going to actually die. And right now, she has too much armor and she has too much health for us to take her out. Okay. So we're going to hold off on doing anything with Gribbled against her specifically. What I am going to do, though, is I do want to get to a point where we're able to use Gribbled against some of these units. We just don't have anyone that's really immune to poison besides Beth. So that's kind of why we're doing what we're doing right here. We do have Riposte and Deflection prepped. And I am going to go ahead and just use Encouragement on her and let someone hit her, right? Okay. Raegrick's still doing okay right now. And Gribbled, oh boy. There's a whole bunch of enemies that just came in. That's going to get spicy. Now, I believe, is the time that you come in here and you do some stuff that you got to do, right? I don't know if corrosion stacks, but we're about to find out. Okay. Now that we got that, I'm going to go ahead and go on to the offensive, and this is going to get really dicey really quick. All right. Okay, she has transformed. She has 200 HP. She only has 4 stacks of Fear of the Plague. That's not too bad. 14 stacks of Rage. Oh, she has 21 stacks of Fear, Beyond's Panic. Okay. Corresponds to the number of plague-ridden allies. Okay, so Beyond, yeah. All right. So Beyond's Panic is terrifyingly high right now. 2 damage is how much damage she was able to do. That's hilariously low. How much HP you got? How many enemies did we just spawn in? 30? Like 21? That is... Oh my god. That is kind of what I figured was going to end up happening, and she died from bloodshed. Boom! Bet y'all got a little scared when you saw that horde come in, huh? All right, and we're going to go ahead and use a python right here. And I'm just going to go on down this hill, and we're just going to head on down, head on back. Just like that, we're done with Ludern, ladies and gentlemen. I hate to say that it was a little underwhelming, but yeah. I told y'all I could take out Beyond. But I was kind of worried. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna say, yeah, no. I was honestly a little on the spooked side because I could not remember how spooky that was gonna get. I was not well rehearsed in fighting Beyond. I just had a feeling that I could handle it, and that went very smoothly. We actually took very little damage in that fight. Very, very little. But yeah, it was due to us wanting to whittle her down slowly but surely without getting us into a bad position here, right? So the other thing that we're going to want is we need to get this new weapon. Can you guys stop following me around? Oh my lord. You're so... Oh, we got away. I am... Oh boy. All right, anyway, so I'm going to take this money that we have here, right? And we're just going to get out of here. I am going to sleep in town, though, because I'm not dealing with any of that nonsense outside. Next up, Taurus. Slice and Dice did us a lot of good, but I'm thinking Devotion is going to be Taurus's weapon of choice, and we're going to also give him Faithless. I believe that's the name of the axe, right? That is going to make us heroes. Yes. It's going to increase his critical damage as well as his critical hit chance. And Devotion is going to be very nice for him as a berserker. So we're going to basically give him a ton of raging stacks, right? Because if I remember correctly, Devotion, right? We're going to look at this real quick. So... on a critical hit, you gain 2 extra rage, but on Hunt Strike, you also gain 2 rage. So he's going to basically gain 4 rage every attack for the first 3 rounds, right? And rage increases your damage output by 5%. So he's essentially getting a 20% damage buff if he initiates. So Rampage will have a 20% damage buff if he initiates with his standard Devotion attack at the very beginning. So we'll pop it, hit once. Now Rampage has a 20% damage buff the entire time, and then he'll end Rampage with a Fury stack, which he'll then use to on his next turn with a new standard attack of Devotion, which will then increase his damage output by an additional 20%. So he's got a 40% increase from Devotion and like basically perpetual Fury, and it's going to be fun. It's gonna scale a little bit out of control when it comes down to prolonged engagements, at least. And it's going to do much better, in my opinion, than Splitter. Because I do love Splitter, and Splitter's very useful for whittling down bosses and whatnot, kind of like how I handled Beyond, right? So there is a purpose and a time to use Splitter, and Splitter is very useful if you utilize it correctly. But when it comes down to it, push comes to shove, I think I enjoy Devotion more than Splitter. But there's also a rare axe that you can upgrade that you get out of a Ludern as well. And that is, it's a tracker axe, I believe. And it gives you Nature Strike. So it essentially is a rare version of a standard tracker's axe that gives you the ability to apply your oils every time you attack with your basic attack on it. And that is really fun to use as well, because you can put unstable oil on it, as well as basically whatever you want, like infectious or honestly, infectious is kind of a waste on something of that sort, but you can do a lot of fun stuff with it. And I don't want to deal with you guys. Go away. Go away. I don't want you. No. Thank you. Leave me alone. Go deal with those refugees. I don't want them. I don't want you anywhere near me. But yeah, so I'm excited to see how we can do some stuff here with Taurus. See any interesting builds that we can come up with the new items in Belerion. But yeah, we're hitting a fairly nice, well-rounded stopping point, ladies and gentlemen. We have successfully taken out every open world boss besides any Belerion content in the game. Now, we are 11 episodes in, and it took us about, what, 5 or 6 episodes to get leveled up to a point where I was able to handle extreme, and half the time we were fighting economy and whatnot. So this could definitely go much, much quicker if we were rushing through it, doing, I don't know, expert even. The economy is really what's getting you in extreme. It's not so much the actual difficulty of combat. If you know how to build units, extreme's not that bad. It's definitely the economy that gets you. But yeah, we are in a much better spot. So first things first, let's go ahead and just swap some of Taurus's gear out a little bit here. I'm going to go ahead and grab me my Faithless. We're going to put Faithless on him, and just like that, Taurus now has some lovely gear looking here, right? Damage increased by 20% if this unit has no debuff, which is good, but could be better. And then we obviously have 10% increased critical damage, 10% increase to critical hit, as well as bonus rage. His base critical hit chance is 52%, which is really freaking good as of right now. But he has critical damage of plus 96%, which is absolutely outrageous. And yeah, well, we're gonna have some fun with him. We should probably look into upgrading some of his gear and getting some better stars on it. But yeah, that's something that we'll have to worry about at a later time. How are we doing on food? Because that's another thing that we're gonna need going into Belerion, right? We're gonna need food, like actual amounts of food. We're going to need meds. We're going to need to stock up for long voyages, essentially, because guess what? We're going on a freaking boat. Putrid oil. We're putting that on you, Taurus. Congratulations, buddy. You now have putrid oil. That's all I care about. Putrid oil will be good on you. It'll be good on you, and we'll be fine. What else can I grab here? I could grab a lot of things, but honestly, I don't really need anything. Go to the apothecary, craft some meds, right? Just make sure that we're all stocked up as much as we possibly can be. And then we're basically where we need to be. Let's go ahead and just patch up everyone's armor, and the off chance that we need to, we don't. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's basically it. That is basically all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. We have a few missions that we can do in Tiltron. What we're going to do is, because we're still at the 2,000 crown limit here, we're going to end up going into Belerion right after this rest. Okay, we're not going to do any side grinds or anything of the sort. We're going to go directly into Belerion. We're going to start exploring Belerion and doing some quests in there, and we're going to see how well we're able to handle the pressure from our economy or lack of economy in Belerion, and if things seem to be unsustainable while we're there, we are going to have to get into a habit of going down to Belerion for about 3 or 4 pay cycles, then going back up to Tiltron, running back through there, and everything of the sort. But anyway, guys, that is all we've got today. We have a very nice stopping point for once on the progression that we made. We're back in Stromcap. We're ready to go to Belerion. Belerion's like literally right next door. So make sure you all are here next time when we play Wartales again. I believe it's going to be Tuesday. It may be next Thursday. I don't know. We're still trying to hash out what this next live stream series is going to be that we're going to start layering in to our rotation here. But thanks again for tuning in, and I hope to catch you all next time, next week, when we're playing some more of the new Belerion DLC, and we're going to go exploring the high seas on a boat.